Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera system incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. LeBlanc. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Down, Carolina.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. LeBlanc. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off-play action. LeBlanc. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
1st down.
Off the play fake. LeBlanc. They'll roll him out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is all the way up past the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jenkins. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, this is McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Complete to number 2.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Jenkins,
a gain of 6 there on first.
Number 81.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Off play action, Jenkins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and 4.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jenkins. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Into the first quarter.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back. And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
For Carolina.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, LeBlanc. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Panthers 27, Falcons nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, LeBlanc, open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out right at the 25.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And
this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Panthers 34. Falcons nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
so we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Slide to kick off for Carolina.
It'll be Falcons football and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And this is going to be intercepted. picked up by Kese. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 39, Trubisky. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Mark's 56. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Hey, ball.
To throw again on second down, Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
6-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Okay, ready? Right there in the middle, 55. Top row 18.
On first and 10, LeBlanc. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Carolina.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, LeBlanc. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll Get this back to the 32-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 7.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tech McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down and goal.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Get ready, get ready.
Operating from the gun, Jenkins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Right here, right here.
Looking to throw. Jenkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
4-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the move to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For number 85.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Sunday. Check four.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. From the gun, Jenkins. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
It's fourth down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Ian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gurley. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch. Switch. Sunday, Sunday. Watch the back. Watch the back.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. A slant to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Falcons.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Operating from the gun, Jenkins gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
and we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to look deep for more. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jenkins. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Panthers.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Panthers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next.